who will succeed and who will head over to Sweden. Fnatic versus TNC, Game 3. I'm Eddie Pixel, I'll be joined by Fogged. And we have a Slark, a hero.
We've not
seen in any region in DreamLeague, have we? We've not seen
No.
it in any of the DreamLeague games.
We've been talking about this hero like every day because we've been seeing a lot of people practicing with it. After Ame had the showing of the Battle Fury Slark, I saw Envy spamming it nonstop. Didn't have a great win rate with it, but he was spamming it nonetheless. We're in for a treat, Owen.
I mean, is it a good game for Slark?
It does look like a pretty solid game if they can snowball, and they do have the lineup for it. They have Sam H on Batrider. Well, like I said, I think this is his best hero.
Yep.
They have Cuckoo, the originator of the mid-juggernaut. Well, one of the originators of the mid-juggernaut. Who, I mean, I think TNC was one of the first teams to actually play and use that aggression. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it's able to work out for them. Will we have Pylai Dai, the only Swede left? Will he make it to Sweden?
Only Swede
for the major. This will be the decider.
I mean, I think that probably is a big thing for Pi. I'm sure he'd love to come back to Sweden for a LAN.
Of course.
I bet he would.
Yeah,
he is going to play his socks off for this.
Yeah.
Not that the rest won't, but definitely sort of a little special attachment there for Pi this game.
Can TNC close the game out before this Storm and Medusa go crazy?
Stupendous!
Oh boy.
We will see. Fnatic, I think they have a very good win rate. I'm pretty sure on the Omni Knight too. Ohio has been playing it very nicely. This hero also has been just popping up all over the place. Oh, look at that, as I say it. Thank you. Nox read my mind. Honestly, thank you, Nox. 5-0 in this 7.07 patch. He did get slight nerfs. He lost 2 int at the start of the game, as well as his degen aura lost some AoE. Had some slight nerfs coming out, but either way, the nature of the Omni Knight still is about the same after that laning phase. He does get his Arcane boots up, he does get the Soul Room, or he does get the phase boots into the Soul Ring.
Oh, look at this block as well they're able to get with the Tusk. That's very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
We'll see how Raven can do here. And I feel like this dual lane from TNC can get punished by this really. Warlock, can he really do too much about these two heroes?
He's a range hero. I think the biggest thing I think the biggest thing is they will be able to get a lot of farm on Ohio here and levels. And they can bully a little bit, but I think the most priority for TNC is shut down Abed with Storm and Earth Spirit. They do have kill potential if he steps up too far. So it's going to be really important to keep the lane at an advantageous position for TNC. Cuckoo holds it at the high ground here, so that's exactly what he needs to do. They need to make Abed step down into that river and connect with Rolling Boulder and Spin.
He's heading down.
The job of 1437 in this top lane is that he just pretty much pull non-stop the spin. They connect, but unable to commit under the tower.
Decent chunk of damage, nonetheless, up top. Look at this aggression onto Raven. Both Ohio and DJ just charging in, playing around the fact that they have this lane. This wave shoved right in. Raven will get the jump forward, gets the pounds. Starts to hit in to Ohio. Has already got that point, of course, in the essence shift, so probably very nice for this.
Yeah.
Stage of the lane.
Good.
So they'll be able to put more pressure onto Raven than the Batrider is able to put in. So, I mean, a lot of the pressure on TNC is really what can Tims make happen around the map, because they don't want to take this game to later stages. They need to close it out. Even though they have a Slark, they have to be able to run at Fnatic. Abed getting dove up here by Cuckoo.
That's a lot of damage from that Blade Fury. We'll salve up. And still look for the roll in. Won't make the connection. Tims
makes it to the opposite high ground.
I was going to say, that's a nice little play, isn't it? Rolling from that angle. You either connect, you get to do a bit of action, or you miss, and you're more than safe.
Omni Knight farming better than Raven here. To be expected with this dual melee. So up to 1437 just to pull, non-stop pull the lane back so they can at least get some better levels out of this top lane. Raven, you know, Slark is a hero that does catch up nicely though, with the Dark Pact being able to farm jungle so quickly. SMH never having mana bottom, both from the Mystic Snake as well as the mana burn from Nyx Assassin. Pretty obnoxious combo, the lane verse.
Doing alright CS though compared to Medusa.
Yeah.
8 for 3, 7 for 1. You know, by no means is this a lane that Fnatic are strongly winning.
Yeah, a bit surprising to actually see that. Mid. Look at DJ's positioning. He's waiting for them to try to go on Abed here. Abed sitting at low mana. Kind of baiting them out. Cuckoo really wants to make the commitment there.
It's a hard kill though for Fnatic to make with those two.
Yeah. Forcing Cuckoo out of the wave now. For the time being, he's going to run right back in though. He does have spin available. Top, the pounce connects onto Ohio. Some essence shift stacks. But no kill threat just yet.
I wonder what the build will be from this with this Slark, as you said, from the pub games that you've been seeing from the pros. You've been telling me Battle Fury has been touched upon.
It has been touched upon. I think this one's probably just still the Shadow Blade because they want to get aggressive as fast as possible. They don't want to play the farm game in this one whatsoever. They just want to go for Aquila, Shadow Blade, Treads, the standard. TNC. Looking to struggle a little bit. They do have a slight gold lead, but as far as the last hits go, it is in Fnatic's hands at the time being. And Sam H, even though Bat Rider is one of his best heroes, he's playing versus Nyx Assassin, which makes it a lot tougher. And they have Omni Knight and Tusk, so those multiple saves coming out versus that lasso could be quite annoying. 1437, he stepped up too far. The rotation from DJ.
Yeah, they've got
Ohio.
the with the Shards, Purification, not enough damage to get the kill though.
They don't have an Orb of Venom between either of their heroes, so they don't have that extra little slow for the chase down, which I think would have maybe netted them the kill there.
No player really getting left too behind in CS. Just only Sam H Bat on 10, everyone else on the 20 mark. The mid lane, a bit of a difference of course with Cuckoo. 29 for 10.
Pretty much every single Storm does this now. You get level 5, solidify getting your 6 pretty much by using first Shrine and jungling a bit, and then go back to your lane. So you can just safely escape with your Ball Lightning. Top again.
Raven does get gone out.
Doesn't
that
have
he's already
available.
pounced. They do surround him. He's got the Shadow Word heal. Is it enough to keep him alive? They're trying to block him off. He pops the stick charges. Ohio has to be a little careful himself.
He's got Mango and heal.
Getting a little low, and they'll, even with that, onto 1437, not quite enough. They'll continue to chase. First Blood actually ended up being down bottom, where Sam H got in, and 1 versus 2 gets the kill on the Nyx Assassin.
That is very surprising. I guess he just got enough stickies and wasn't mana burn. He must have just healed and gone back to be able to go for that one there.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower.
And not having an Orb of Venom between these two melee heroes top is really, I think they would have gotten at least 1 or 2 kills from that. That little bit of extra slow would have let them close the gap onto either the Slark or onto that Warlock here. But prioritizing having boots on DJ. Either way, they are still putting a ton of pressure onto that Slark, and Ohio is free farming up here as an Omni.
And as you said, with Arbed heading to the jungle, he's catching back up. Still the jug with the lead.
Absolutely.
Gets the regen win as well, but
yeah.
the dream for Cuckoo. Up top, this time it's going to be successful. They get the kill onto 1437. May pay with some of their lives. Raven thinking about it.
Cuckoo was trying to TP, but Pi Dai was there and got the stun on him. Omni Slash comes out. Pi walks into Ancients.
Oh, they do actually have the Ancients turning onto them. Arbed, can he do anything to clean up? That's the question. He's looking forward, getting the slow onto 2. These would be some tasty kills if he can find them, and he'll get Tims at least. So the 1-for-1 support trade. Things starting relatively close between these two sides. No sort of clear loser off the back of these early lanes.
Just maybe the Slark from the pressure, but he's still farming decently, and he's got catch-up mechanics from the Dark Pack.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah, it's to be expected versus a dual, this like heavy, this strong dual melee. TNC wants to be able to get a bit more though out of these lanes versus this lineup. Sam H is now level 6. Hasn't skilled the lasso yet. He's saving the point to see, depending on what situation happens. Tims steals the bounty rune from Abed. Abed really wanted to fill his bottle up there, and Tims will be able to steal the DD as well. So Abed might have to just go home to heal up. But he still does have clarities running. Maybe he'll jungle and then go home.
Oh, and they get aggressive again. They get that kill onto 1437. A couple of times this has happened up top now.
Yeah, Tims not having the TPs available to help that top lane this time around.
All right, Warlock's going to suffer every single time that those two heroes charge in on him.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the phase boot build from Ohio. I really do like that on the off lane, because you can get that chase down, especially versus a hero like Warlock, who's just pretty slow. Top. Pounds connects. Tim's on his way up there as well. Ohio.
He's got the GA. Trying to run.
Tim's does not connect
They
with the
should
roll.
get the... Oh, that's
Or
us.
the stun.
The snowball, that's going to save him.
Yep.
What a play from DJ. Taking Ohio away, and quite a few resources committed by TNC. They're trying to make that play happen. And it ends unsuccessfully.
Yeah, Tim's actually ends up missing all 3 spells there. But either way, the snowball was going to come in and more than likely save Ohio. Envy's getting a much better start this time around.
Yeah.
Pretty much, he's mostly free farming, not complete free farm, but he's getting some decent last hits versus this solo lane Bat Rider. And now there is a level of Carapace on Pi, so it's a lot harder for SMH to threaten this lane without any other heroes rotating down. Tim's getting jumped. Abed using that fountain regen.
Oh, he's going to roll himself out, and that will be enough to save him. Gets himself away to the healing ward. Cuckoo leading in. Does have the Omni Slash, but there's still enough mana on Abed to keep himself safe. Can't make the jump with the Juggernaut.
They have some aggressive wards coming down from TNC here, so they are able to see the rotations coming out from Fnatic. Some double D warding coming out. DJ takes out one of their wards as 1437 takes out the other one near it, too. And Ohio has now officially bullied the Slark out of the lane with that level 7, that max purification, 300 pure damage. Pretty painful. Whenever Warlock leaves, there's no heal for Raven, so he's got to go resort to jungle for a bit. The dream camp for Abed, farming up those prowlers at the ancient.
Oh, they're so lovely as a storm, aren't they?
Yeah.
Having that magic to go through those big old ancients nice and easily.
Raven.
He's got the pounce. Yeah. He's still fine.
Scan comes out, catches Tim's rotation toward that mid lane, but TNC, they will be able to claim themselves their first tower. Great moves from TNC. In all 3 games, they really have prioritized just taking buildings.
They have.
Which is great.
Didn't pay off in the last one, even though they got the early objectives.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, certainly gives them the boost. And as we see, you know, this Jug, he is getting bigger and bigger off the back of this. Yeah. And there is going to be this point of the game where he can offer that bit more to the game than, say, Envy's Juicer, which is going to need more time.
Yeah, definitely needing a lot more time. And that's to be expected.
Yeah.
I think TNC is really going to prioritize more this time, though, watching those Ancients. They tried to last time, but, you know, Abed went kind of out of control and they couldn't do much about it. I think this time they have much better avenues to get those wards up and contest that one with their heavy amounts of teamfight and Bat Rider.
They still don't really have a great way of taking them. Up top, indeed. Snowball connects for Ravens out with Shadow Dance.
Yeah, they don't have great ways of taking them, but
No.
I think it's take fights around it. Because they do have an absolutely massive teamfight lineup with the Warlock and the Earth Spirit once they get their level 6s. Definitely stronger than the side of Fnatic. Pretty much Omni Knight has to be there for Fnatic to be able to take fights, but we said it before, we said it last game, Storm and Medusa take time to be able to get on that aggressive portion. 1437 has hit level 6 on Warlock. Tim's almost there as well on Earth Spirit.
Yeah, Pine nearly getting level 6 as well on next Assassin. That Vendetta will be very nice for sort of hunting the Slark during this jungle phase where Raven's going to be dark paxing around. Very nice for trying to catch him out.
And as we mentioned, it will be the standard Slark build. Yes, queued up the Shadow Blade after Treads and Aquila.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Envy able to TP out after the stun is used from Tim's there in the jungle bottom. And they're going to continue now. Like we said, they're very prioritized. Priority is objective-based gaming from TNC. They're going to look to push down this bottom tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
like
Riven, jungling.
They should be able to get this. I mean, again,
Yep.
TNC doing as they do.
Fnatic doesn't want to take these kind of fights.
Sure, yeah, you don't want to turn up with the Storm or Medusa quite yet.
Nah, they gotta farm. They gotta get there. At least the Storm needs that one big item before it can actually get involved into anything.
Is under attack.
Ohio. Lots of damage onto
Yeah,
Raven.
Raven just has to TP out. It is spooky, this Omni Knight at this stage. Level 9, running him down.
He wants to just farm the triangle neutral area after pushing out mid.
Dire's top tower is
They
under
do have a ward down watching Envy. SMH is in the area. There's a Warlock there
He's
too.
got the lasso. Look at the drag off, and as you say, they do also have Chaotic Offering, Spirit there as well, and Stone Gaze will not save Envy.
He never got the mana shield off. He was farming with mana shield, not on, so he doesn't have that damage mitigation.
And they may lose more here. DJ getting knocked back by the Flame Break into the Boulder Smash. He's got the Snowball. But with Cuckoo there with the Blade Fury, that'll be a second pick for TNC.
Now they're going to turn this into a bottom push. They have level 3 healing ward available too.
Under attack.
Gonna put it down.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
The invasion
Radiant
plays
structures are
really coming
fortified.
out for TNC right now.
Radiant's
Ohio
bottom
gets top tower at
is
least.
under attack.
But Pylai Die eating a very heavy damage dealing flame break. Almost ticks out to it, but with that mana raindrop plus Carapace, he will survive. Now Ohio and Abed, they show up to the fight bottom.
Just hit the catch with Sam H, but turn around. The Stardust is there from the Earth Spirit. They popped the GA Fnatic. They're trying their best to fight up against this, but this Magnetize doing a lot of work from Tim's as Fnatic, they're ticking down low. Jump forward from Raven. He's ready to turn up to the fight. Envy falling low. The snowball comes out, picking him up, buying some time for Envy to escape. Can this Envy get out of there? Raven's trying to continue to chase Pylai, pops the stick charge and the spike Carapace. He will survive. They do manage to bring down Cuckoo. Sam H, though, he does end up finding the kill on Envy, who ticks out inside the base.
Yeah,
from the flame break.
He had high sticky stacks on him.
Yeah.
I think he had 3 or 4 on Envy and 3 on Abed. Abed almost died as well. He had like 60 HP or so. That flame break doing a heavy amount of damage. And this is what we were talking about. The level 6s, as soon as TNC has them, that's when they can rank up and actually just start pressuring incredibly hard. So now taking a tier 2 bottom. They've already warded one side of the Ancients. The next one, we've already seen them pinging out. They ward up the second one. They don't block it, though. They want to take fights around that, is what we were mentioning. Around that Ancient whenever the Medusa tries to go for them. And so far, TNC looking pretty good this time around. Just like last time, the first 15 minutes, very solid from TNC. Shadowblade is finished up for Raven now, too.
And they want to do something with it.
Yeah, they can keep this aggression going here. They have eyes on Envy at all times here. With that deep ward they placed earlier, they're looking to try to go for him here. Envy. Uh-oh.
This is another big pick. They have the grab, dragging him back into the range of Pi as well. Pi will be able to Vendetta himself out of there, but Envy won't be as fortunate. 30 seconds, no Medusa, and Pi nearly getting the courier.
It's like they knew Pi was there,
I was
too.
at that.
That stun and silence both catch. They both stun and silence caught on him, even though they did not see him. And now they're turning it into a tower push, the healing ward.
I'd say it's 15 minutes in. Classic TNC push, run at you style that the panel talked about, and so far so good for them.
It's working very well this game. They've got much better tools to actually close out the game in comparison to last time.
And Abed is not where he was in game 1 on the Storm. It's not going to have a similar effect. Sure, it can still get there, but at this stage, you aren't going to see sort of Abed just run away with the game anytime soon. It's going to take time.
This time they actually have a real initiator. They have the Bat Rider with who's going to have a Blink Dagger on top of that drums really soon, as well as the Earth Spirit, the great amount of control versus that Storm Spirit. They're doing a very good job of keeping that pressure on. More deep aggressive wards from TNC. One watching the Ancients, another one watching where Ohio is farming on the left side there on that high ground. And Raven being spooky with that Shadowblade, looking to get as much information as possible for his team. So Magnetize is ready, Warlock ult is ready, and
he gets it this time.
Finds it. He's got the TP out as well. Nicely done. And Sam H will go pick up that courier from the side over here too. So they will look to get aggressive. Abed jumps forward. He's looking for 1437. Raven's there, though. He's going to get a trade kill for sure. And does 1437 live, too?
Oh, he does as well. He doesn't even get it.
The Shadow Word plus Magic Wand charges enough.
Oh, that's got to be pretty tilting. You know, that's sort of the play you make where you feel frustrated. You want to get that kill. You see it, and it just slips away in front of you and costs you your life.
He lived with, I mean, I think it was like 3 or 4 HP from that last hit. And the Shadow Word ticks him up to just enough. Envy now in a lot of trouble bottom. They get the jump. He is looking very dead here.
Oh, this is the 3rd time in a row that we've seen this Medusa get picked off by Sam H and the crew. Some just fantastic movements from TNC that Fnatic are struggling to deal with. Their highest net worth for the moment is a higher on the Omni Knight as Abed and Envy fall behind. And with the way that TNC is just taking over the map, I don't see how they catch up Fnatic.
Me either. The deep aggressive wards by TNC just able to watch pretty much everything that Fnatic is setting up for. And the only way that Fnatic can go for these kind of counter ganks is if that Omni Knight is there, like you're mentioning. But Abed does find himself a regen rune again.
They're looking for 1437 maybe. Pylai Die has the setup. In comes the zip. They will be able to take one down. Cuckoo heading up to the high ground. They are going to try and run away, but the Omni Slash comes through Pi. Ooh, gets saved for now by the Snowball, but the chase down's there with the Blade Fury. Pylai Die to fall. They've got the silence onto Abed into the Omni Slash, into the Boulder Smash. Abed repelled up as well. looking to retreat. They've already lost 2 on Fnatic. Can they get everyone else out of there? Ohio may be left behind. He has GA.
No TP.
Does not have the TP. As they'll lose the Omni Knight as well. Fnatic, they got a support kill, but at a very, very high cost.
Absolutely not worth it. Losing 3 heroes there. They're getting desperate is what that tells me. They're just like, we need to try to do something to make space for our Dusa.
Yeah.
And look at this, another smoke by TNC. They are not looking to slow down whatsoever. Every time Lasso's available, they're looking for pickoffs. Do they have reveal? They do have dust on Samich. If this breaks, he's gonna pop it. He doesn't get it, but they find DJ anyway.
It's just turned into a bit of a feed train for Fnatic. It's just kill after kill for TNC as they just run at them, picking them off.
Oh, look at top 2. Envy just poured it up here.
Oh,
Ravens are
no.
already set up. Everybody else is collapsing as well.
Again.
Raven's just gonna commit.
Yeah. I mean, he knows that he's fine to do so. Get those stacks building up with the Essence Shift. And Envy dying a 5th time this game. It is slipping very quickly out of control for Fnatic.
They don't have good ways to catch back up either. The only catch up is those Ancients, and like we said, TNC has so many wards, so much vision around, with the Slark also just running around in the Shadow Blade. I'm not seeing a good way for Fnatic to come back in this one. They can't really group up versus this lineup. They can't go for fights at all. And with Raven, the other beautiful thing is too, is they have the Slark, so anytime they are playing under vision, Raven just pings it out, man.
Ooh, they do punish the Jug there.
Okay, nice.
He uses the Blade Fury aggressively, and Abed's quick in with the backup of the Tusk.
That's one way back. Try to catch him out when he's playing over-aggressive.
Sentry down, they know the pie's there. Get off the mark though. The combo.
Top tower is under attack.
Raven.
Oh, this is a big goal.
They're hemorrhaging
Okay.
huge kills.
Suddenly, TNC lose the Jug and lose the Slug. Oh, this game.
Bloodstone now for Abed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We got a game on our hands then.
And the jump out to mid.
If we're going to see TNC lose heroes just as quickly as Fnatic were about a couple of minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, looked to maybe have been set up for smooth sailing for TNC. It's fallen apart as they sort of go back to just out on the lane on their own.
They split up so hard after killing Envy.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Don't think Cuckoo's going to use an aggressive spin like that again by himself.
No, yeah, you cannot.
That's probably the biggest one. But the other 2 pickoffs, those were pretty clean. Slark just not expecting those rotations to come out and was low on mana.
Dire's
Sizable spin. Look at that, just that hard turn. That sharp edge.
They can't make those kind of mistakes in this game. That's what we mentioned the last time too. Versus Medusa Storm, any couple of mistakes and the game can just get quickly turned around on you.
Oh,
1437 makes the call. He's like, all right, we're smoking, guys.
All right.
Enough
I mean, to be fair, this is the play, because this has been working out for them each and every time. When they do a play like this aggressively, it's had a very high success rate this game.
They know where Envy's farming too. Look at them collapsing on him. But Fnatic, they seem very aware of this. They all hide into the corner here.
Looks like Envy will be kept safe. Along with the rest of the team. Samh looking for a bit of just a quick poke in the base, see if anyone was hanging around on the front lines. But Fnatic well aware that something sneaky was going on and not looking to be caught. DJ though, he has been spotted. And I don't think he has a way of playing his way out of this one. They'll catch him in the tree line. They'll get something for their troubles, but it is not the worst loss for Fnatic.
They get a tower out of it too, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So playing around their vision as best as possible. Still continuing to ward those Ancients.
Radiant's top tower
So making sure that the Medusa can't just snowball farm out of control from those. And I mean, Medusa, Envy is bottom 5 net worth.
Is under attack.
He is below the Bat Rider. TNC, they still have all their ultimates at the ready. They still have Lasso, they have everything else, and now Raven has hit a pretty critical mass item period. The Lincoln Sphere on top of the Shadow Blade. Pretty hard for him to be brought down now.
Radiant's top
Kuku's
tower
going a
is under
ganking build,
attack.
unless he switches the item choices. Has Shadowblade queued up on the
Dire's
Juggernaut.
bottom tower is under attack.
That's a little bit interesting that he feels the need to buy a Shadow Blade as well as the slot. Okay.
I think he's going to save his gold and make the decision after.
Yeah.
I don't really know
Radiant's top
if
tower
that's-
is under
it's so
attack.
needed this game.
No.
When they already have so much information going for them on the map with all these deep wards, with Raven stalking so much with that Shadow Blade.
Under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
A huge circle drawn by Sam H across the whole bottom side of the map. I'm pretty sure that's an indicator of
Radiant
don't
has
farm
fallen.
our side, don't farm jungle, keep the pressure applied. They don't want to let this game go to late stages versus the Storm Medusa.
Absolutely not.
How's Abed?
It's going to get more worrying for them.
Abed's got the full orchid.
Abed is making a comeback. He's climbing back up, and he's
top net worth.
yeah.
Let
He
the
had
fun
he had a
begin.
slow start, but it was a start, and sure he got held behind a little bit, but he didn't get absolutely destroyed. And he's found the means to get back in on this 4-1-2 on the Storm.
And Kuku did switch the item build, thankfully.
I was going to say Shadow Blade.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it either. He was
Yeah,
went
felt
for
a little
Diffusal.
weird.
Gives him that high damage from the agility from Diffusal and just chase potential. And Mana Burn versus Dusa, very necessary.
And the Storm as well.
Yep.
Always nice. Every little helps if he's overextending. That last little bit of mana you can take away could catch him off mark.
They've got great vision right now from the side of TNC. They saw Abed farming Ancients, and they did see the rotation coming out from DJ and Envy. They might look to try to pick a fight here.
Let the fun begin.
Raven's gonna go in and scout. They even bought 1437 bought Raven a gem as well.
Ooh. I'm ready to get total map control
Yeah.
on this for this slot.
Pi looks like he's just positioned for courier snipes. Look where he is on the map as a Nyx assassin. He's just
I mean,
he's
he
just sitting
absolutely
near
is.
the enemy base.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. And all of Fnatic are grouped together. They are a bit afraid when Envy does push out to farm those
Radiant's
lanes.
middle tower is
Ohio.
under attack. Radiant
It's the only
structures
saving
are
grace for them
fortified.
for those type of positions.
How can they hold it here? And how can TNC push in?
Dire's
TNC
top tower
very
is
good
under
at
attack.
sort of taking over the map, but as it comes to the high ground push, that's another question here. Fnatic.
They need to take a team wipe with Aegis, and then they can go for that. Kuku. Farming Ancients, Fnatic looking for something here. They don't have the same kind of initiation as like a Bat Rider. They do have the Orchid on the Storm though. They really need vision to be able to make a jump. TNC has the high ground advantage.
Oh, this could be painful for Fnatic if TNC get the right grab.
Dire are
Will they
scanning.
see it? Kuku on the front lines. He goes in with the Blade Fury to scout things off, and they grab the Medusa, dragging Envy off to the sidelines. Can the team keep him alive? That's the question. Long enough to get the Stone Gaze off, but no, Envy's low on mana. He's trying to get himself out of this. The Snowball buying some time for him. The GA's come through, but Envy's down. They've lost one on Fnatic. They're going to lose the Tusk as well. Double kill for Tims. As TNC, they have the high ground, and they massively clean up. Triple kill for Tims. Only Abed getting away. They were just perfectly positioned for that. Kuku going in with a Blade Fury, scouting things out, knew that something was up, and as soon as they have vision on Envy, they grab him. They know that if they can stop that Medusa getting off the Stone Gaze, it's a very easy fight for TNC.
Is under attack.
Perfect fight being brought out by them there. Fatal Bonds connecting on pretty much everyone. Tim's magnetized as well.
Middle barracks are under
They're getting
attack.
themselves a Rax already. That's exactly what they needed to do this game.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
They're going for a second one too. There's no glyph available.
They should have the team up in time to try and hold this, and indeed TNC, you know, they'll back away. They're more than happy with what they were able to claim from that.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
They certainly are.
Now they have a very nice advantage. Coming out 8k gold lead. They're going to have to clean up some shrines here. And
Time.
with this kind of advantage versus Adusa,
Radiant's
They can slow the
bottom
pace down a
shrine
bit.
is under attack.
I think with the deep aggressive wards, they can still look to get those pickoffs, but Envy is so shut down here
Radiant's bottom
that even if it does
shrine
go
has
late
fallen.
game, they will start having those itemizations to take him out. Butterfly soon on Kuku, Raven,
Invisibility.
gonna be going for Silver Edge. And this looks like it's Fnatic really trying to get some kind of
What I miss?
big effort.
I mean, will they get away with this? I really don't know. They're inside, outside of the pit. It is going to be scouted out. TNC. I know what's going on here.
Do they have any more smokes on the side of TNC? They don't. But the Basher actually is the chosen item for Raven here.
Okay.
That extra amount of lockdown.
He wants to get under the pit. He'll get the D1. Just have to bounce over the shards that are blocking the rest of his team off. Fnatic are scared. They don't want to commit to the Roshan whilst TNC is so ready for a fight like that. (19-8). 8k gold lead for TNC. As once again they start to create that bit of a gap between their cores and that of Fnatic. There's some fantastic stand-up performances. We can see 4-0-12 and Sam H 4-1-10 on Tim's Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
These two heroes, I mean, you could argue as just a whole, like, two of the heroes that TNC as a team play the best around. With these players on them.
Yeah, they just have great ways to start the fight. When you look at that, and Fnatic just doesn't have those type of heroes. They don't have a blink on Nyx Assassin. They don't have a blink on Tusk either. They don't have ways to really initiate. So it's pretty much every single time TNC will start the fight, and that's the dream versus this type of lineup. Waiting for that Warlock ulti to be up. It is back up now. Chaotic offering at the ready. TNC's ready to fight. Butterfly fully finished on Cuckoo now. He is massive at the 30-minute mark with 15k net worth.
Of course, Invasion will not be there. Sorry, True Strike will not be there for Fnatic for a while.
No, not for ages.
I mean, eventually, Bloodthorn for the Storm, even Bloodthorn for the Medusa in the late game can come out. But it's a long way away, and TNC do not have any sort of intentions to let the game get to that point.
No.
The way that they're playing, they have full control still over the game.
They were just trying to get their lanes out in a good position so they can go smoke gank. Their smoke just came back off cooldown. They'll purchase it right away and look to try to take an engagement and go into that Roche pit. That'll be the big way for them to actually close this game out.
Fnatic out again, just consistently just hugging up as 5. They know that they can't be picked off, keeping very close to one another, whereas TNC, they do have the confidence to split up.
Yeah, just
then
a little
sort of Tim's elsewhere, get at least a couple of lanes shoved in.
Radiant's top shrine is under
Pile
attack.
down the hunt, but it is hard. He has to be careful with the detection that TNC have.
Yeah. He spotted.
Oh, and like this. Yeah, they're going to find him straight away.
Quick. And now 4v5 fight. Fnatic can't take it, so TNC's looking to really pressure them, but they might just make their way into the Roche pit if they don't find anybody else here. And that will be the choice.
I mean, Fnatic really don't want to let TNC have this.
High respawns pretty quickly. He's still only level 10, so that quick respawn rate.
And TNC, they are also scared of Fnatic, as it seems.
They're respecting it.
Yeah. They don't want to commit for the Roshan without having some of Fnatic members off the map.
I think that one also, inside the Roche pit, it kind of gives Fnatic a way to really start the fights a bit better. While if it's anywhere else, TNC has the advantage of starting those fights with the blink on the Air Spirit and blink on Bat Rider on top of Warlock.
Crimson Guard finished now for Ohio.
Okay, some damage mitigation.
Nice to have, yeah, against these fast-hitting melee cores like Raven and Cuckoo. Tyler. So the stun set up. Where's the Storm? There he is. They do get themselves the Warlock. Raven looking to punish though. Oh, that's silence instantly onto the Storm. He's going to choose to play around with him. Do they have the lockdown? Yes, they do. Sam 8 slides in, has the lasso. The Storm. Oh, it saves him. Or does it? He's trying to dodge the magnetized damage with the zips. And he actually is going to make it. What a save from DJ. As he'll definitely pay with his life, but what a save from the Tusk there, where it looked like Arbed was dead for sure.
One more hit. Looks
like, my goodness.
Raven was kind of like deciding if he wanted to go for him there or if he wanted to go for the other target in the back, and then he switched. So maybe that one extra hit from Raven would have had the kill, but beautiful play by DJ. That snowball absolutely saving Abed from losing all those Bloodstone charges. And now Abed almost has a Hex finished up. And Hex versus Slark is one of the best items because you cannot remove it with Dark Effect anymore.
And how close is he?
He's pretty much has it. Yeah, he actually does have it.
He's actually got it full. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's massive.
TNC though, everyone's up. Their lanes are in a great spot. They've got all their ultimates at the ready. Well, besides Magnetize, which will be up very soon. But they are looking to take down this second Rax. Get that bigger advantage.
Oh, they get the jump. They get the grab on Envy. Envy needs to have the three-man boulder smash into the Omni Slash. They're falling low on Fnatic. Nyx Assassin down. Will buy back straight away. Envy's out of mana. Chaotic offering drop. Will finish off the Medusa. He buys back. Fnatic throwing everything back into this one. Looking to turn things around. Abed low on the mana. Can Fnatic actually get any kills out of this? TNC falling low. The Stone Gaze comes in. They've got the crit catch onto the Earth Spirit. They take down one. Envy trying to chase for more. But the rest of TNC, they're backing out of there. They do lose Sam H on the retreat, but the rest of TNC will be fine. They cannot be caught by this chase from Fnatic. Unless the Storm can close this gap somehow, but it doesn't look like Abed's going to be able to. So 2 buybacks coming through from Fnatic there. They do hold the defense.
Much needed buybacks to come out. They get
they have to, yeah.
Yeah, they get a good amount of experience to come back there. But yeah, they really need that for them to come back. But now that means now Envy is falling further far behind. It's pretty much just going to be Abed versus the world for the damage for his team. TNC. They do have to be careful though while the Earth Spirit and Bat Rider are down. They are susceptible. Now, Roche, Fnatic, they are looking for it here. Raven will go check it out. There is no reveal on this side of Fnatic. Okay, they just got a Sentry delivered. They put it down. Now Earth Spirit has respawned. And Bat Rider buys back. They really want to take this fight.
They really do. Raven leading in with the Shadow Dance. Jump forward from Tims. Gets the 2-man boulder smash. Has got the follow-up, the silence on to do as well as the Magnetize. But look at Abed going to work. Bringing Raven down low. Raven's gone down for 80 seconds. Fnatic, they surround themselves. The Juggernaut as well. Cuckoo's gone. Abed, unstoppable. Looks towards 1437. He hasn't quite got enough mana to play around for the kill, but it doesn't matter. Fnatic, they find the 2 big cores. And the Hex is just such a game changer against the Slark in this patch.
Fnatic bringing it back. Yeah. Sam H did not have the TP up to be able to join that fight in time since he tried to TP out of bottom earlier. So his buyback was for not to be able to try to join his team. But yeah, the Hex on Abed. Absolutely clutch there.
I mean, how do you play around this Hex? If you're the Slark, you just... Yeah.
I think the TNC just needs to always get the jump off.
Because what's Raven going for next on this rock?
BKB.
Yeah, he has to. He really does have to. Yep. We'll see it again. Abed waits out the Shadow Dance. And as again, some nice play from Tims, but look at that. Instantly in, proccing the Lincolns, and then getting the kill. Very, very cleanly done by Abed, and with the 2 cores gone, there's just no hope for TNC in that fight.
Surprised how quickly Cuckoo died as well. BKB is finished now for the Slark.
Okay. Has to get it off as soon as that Lincoln's is popped. Even this fight, how's Envy's farm doing on the Medusas? He's still quite far behind.
Yeah, still pretty damn far behind.
With those buybacks and such hurting him. And not only the Hex, but the completed Bloodthorn for Abed. He's ready to carry. He really is.
20 Bloodstone charges too. Almost 70 mana regen per second on him.
Is it enough though? Can Abed carry this game? At least hold it to the point that allows Envy to get back into it and become some sort of terror on this Medusa, which is it's going to take a lot of holding. He is still a significant amount behind.
Yeah, TNC lost the gem in that last fight too, so now Raven, they have bought him a new one. TNC looking for another big item pickup on Cuckoo, the Lincoln Sphere, so that he can block out that Hex/Bloodthorn. Aegis on Fnatic though, they're trying to take advantage of it.
course, Ohio still very farm for the position he was in on that Omni.
For the first time now in the last pretty much like 25 plus minutes, Fnatic has taken the gold lead.
Raven
Dire's top tower
on the
is
hunt.
under attack.
He's scouted
Right, but
though.
oh, immediate jump, and again the link has popped and he's bursted. The reactions from Abed, meaning that there's no time for the BKB to come out on the Slark, and Abed, he's moving for more, looks to Tim's, gets the Wicked Stick, and now 1-4-3-7 as well. No escape from this Storm Spirit. 3 heroes down on TNC. They are crumbling despite having the lead for the majority of this game.
Didn't he had the gem, right? So he saw Pi, and he didn't
Dire's
actually
middle tower
get
is
the
under
BKB
attack.
off in time. I think maybe he thought that Pi was just lurking around by himself, but everybody from Fnatic was there, and Fnatic now pushing the high ground.
My goodness.
Holy crap.
What a way. I mean, sure, there's been some neat plays around him, but this, again, it's the games where Abed has decided he wants to win them.
Tower has fallen.
They just win them, it seems. He just plays like an absolute madman.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And I don't know what TNC can do. This has got to be scary. Sure, they still do have power in them, but the fact that they've lost the lead that they had.
The fact that they can't get the fight, they
Yeah.
can't start the fight now for the last 10 minutes or so. It's just been Fnatic getting every single jump. It is a huge problem. Abed,
What a pickup he was for the team.
absolutely a monster. 8-1-6 on this storm.
Yeah.
Envy has now finished up the Scotty. He is 1-7.
He's nearly got the
Medusa.
Aghanim Steps as well on Storm. We're going to see some fun shenanigans. Nearly 25. What's he getting? 25 again on Storm? Jogman, man.
He gets the jumps, the
Oh, yes. The
500 distance remnants. Or he can do it for the
Oh.
Lord Pierces. I mean, that's not so bad either. Both of them are... We usually see the 500 distance auto remnant though.
Yes.
Because it gives you so much information every time you jump, as well as just that extra little burst damage. And now Abed, 70 mana per second before he gets the Aghanims delivered. That's going to boost him up just a little bit more. Now 77.8. Late game Storm.
Let's see what he does take out of the two. I mean, sure, there's a BKB and a Blade Fury, but as you say, maybe the... Oh, wait, is he going to try and do the thing where he levels it when he zips?
Does that still work? They haven't, I don't think, maybe they didn't fix that.
I mean, it's one of those things that doesn't need fixing because it's so gimmicky. I mean, he's not spending the point yet.
Where's the party?
Is he going to go for the show-stopping play? As you said, maybe it's not in the game anymore. Of course, we're talking about the thing where you lay down a whole stream of remnants if you skill the laying down an auto remnant in ball lightning whilst you zip in. I would love to see it.
He hasn't skilled it.
He hasn't skilled it. You know what I mean? Maybe he's still just considering which two he prefers, or maybe he is seriously saving it for the big play. Can he get himself to the major in style? I mean, that maximum style points if he does do so. Has he spent it yet? He's still not
He
spent
still
it.
has not. TNC smoked up. They're trying to catch Abed, but quick TP out before they are able to close the gap onto him. He's holding skill point.
Dire's bottom tower
TNC
is under
now.
attack.
10 minutes ago, they had a 10,000 gold advantage. Now Fnatic almost have that 10k gold advantage.
Bounty.
An absolute ridiculous turnaround.
And Envy is making the recovery. He's now ahead of Raven's slot.
TNC doesn't have this another gem either. They had just purchased that one
Yep.
that they died with last time, so they aren't playing under vision. Raven starts pinging it out now too. He's like, I am not Shadow Dance, guys. And his farm has slowed down incredibly quick. He is now below Eternal Envy on the net worth, and it's gotten to that point now, 42 minutes. It's the late game versus Fnatic's lineup.
Has he spent that skill point? He did. Oh,
He did.
okay. He did, and he did go for the extra remnants.
And they get the hex.
They get the jump in straight away with the hex onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo falling low. The GA comes out. Cuckoo's down. Slark. Yeah, can he do anything in this fight? He can't afford going down. He's put the BKB in the Shadow Darts. They'll start to move back. They've got the Stone Gaze. They jump forward with Raven. The Omni Slash as well from Cuckoo. Had to buy back for this affair. Does grab the kill onto Omni Knight. Continuing to chase. Ohio actually buying back on the Omni Knight.
I think he's like, they've expended everything.
We've got to go back in, and Arbez says,
Yep.
yes, please. He zips forward. Won't get the catch.
Abed's a bit low on mana though. They do have to wait a minute for him to regen up. He does regen up very quickly though, with those Bloodstone charges.
Roshan's nearly... Well, we'll see, I'll say, if it is going to be a short respawn time. Roshan may be the one to wait for. I mean, with that in mind, maybe I mean, was it necessary that Ohio brought back? Do you think maybe they just felt that they were going to go for more than they were up top?
I think they thought TNC was
Yeah.
going to chase really, really hard,
Okay.
but they stopped as soon as they saw that buyback. Cuckoo is spotted by this vision. He used buyback too. Raven is ping.
Zip zap.
Dire
Let's see what they can find here.
Yeah, they don't want to play around that right side now. The ward did finally die from the side of Fnatic, but TNC very afraid here.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Regen rune on Abed. Also an arcane rune inside Storm Spirit's bottle. On top of that, and they go for shrines now.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
This is not the point that TNC wanted to have this game be.
No,
Like we were saying
This is,
over and over
they
again.
did not foresee this.
They did not want this game to get to the super late game, and it's getting to that point. They really wanted to have this game closed out by now.
And the closing in on having Butterfly complete on Medusa. TNC, they came so close to getting this victory, but it's slipping away from them.
Fnatic have the high ground here too. They're jumping in.
Abed looks for the...
Oh my God.
The four-man Aghanim pull from Abed! Drags them all in, sets up for the Tim's kill. BKB comes out of Raven, he has to pounce himself away. They find the last one, but it doesn't matter. Abed ready to continue to go to work, bringing down Cuckoo as well. He's down for 100 seconds. Abed making these game-ending plays as it seems. Raven desperately trying to cut the crease, but they've got a wave with them down middle. Fnatic. The Aghanims pick up 4 hero vortex.
Oh my God. Abed.
Oh, I mean, I hope they pay this kid a lot to play for them because he absolutely deserves it. Coming over to Fnatic. One of the best trades of the season, I think you could say, without a doubt.
Dire's middle barracks
That's this game. I think it may just be over. They're just going for the game. There's no joke buyback for a minute. Raven is trying to poke in on this, but he knows he can't, Abed.
I think this is just game over. They
It
still
looks
have
to be
PA.
it. The
They're
Ancient's
taking the
exposed.
run,
Raven's
taking it.
coming forward, but he cannot survive this. He's down. He'll buy back. The buyback's coming through. Can they really hold this? TNC Abed goes in with the Vortex, drags in Sam H. Envy picking up the kills. He's in the game as well. And it looks like this will be GG. Fnatic did it here in this game 3. They made the comeback. They're going for the Ancient, they're going for the game, and they're going to DreamHack Major, ladies and gentlemen. Envy made it. Piladai back to Sweden, and he's bringing in some of the